Hey guys, what's up? We're back with some more Behind the Cuties live. Of course, we're still making mine Castlin here, which it's been a while. That's mainly just because I was having to do a bunch of tedious stuff off camera, so I had to like bake the textures down. I had to rig the hair, which I left one of them unrigged so I could do it live just to show how tedious it is. But yeah, I did a lot of tedious stuff over the past few days off camera, so we don't have to deal with that. I haven't loaded this in, so it's gonna take a second, I think. Okay, well, more than a second. Okay, there we go. So yeah, with the texture, I added like just like fake coloring, like it looks like it's painted. And I baked all that down, which I can't do that live. Like the computer would not be able to do that, so I had to bake all the textures down, so all the textures have this painted look on them. And then again, I rigged the hair, but I'll probably just rig the entire body. That's all we're going to be doing today, really just rigging, I think. Maybe even the blend shapes on the face. But yeah, where is it? Let me see. Shirts. Here. Yeah, this. I drew this in GIMP, which you can't really see, which, let me just do this. So yeah, I drew this in GIMP, which is a painting program, and then I just overlaid it on the colors, so that it looks like it's painted. Okay, now for like the hyper tedious stuff, which comes from this. You see all the different bones here in the hair, but I didn't add any for the last section here, so we're gonna do that live. I semi-forgot how to do this. I actually got like really good at doing this. I forgot how I was gonna do it. I think I took five from the starting point, right? Let's see. I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard to see with those. This is the beginning, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, starting on the 5th line is where I start the bones. Turn this back on. Actually, let me re-hide that. Okay, there's our 1, 2, 3. So this line here is where we want to start. So there. Just gonna leave it there so I know what I'm looking at. Put that back now. So let me come over here and edit this. I'm gonna grab this here, which is a bone. Let me change the way they look. They're changed so I can have them better. They're not in the way everyone. Is the viewpoint. There we go. They need to be like this. That's normally what they would look like. So I'm going to take this and duplicate it. So now we have the symmetrical bones here, and this should be numbered correctly. 182, because this is all the pigtail bones, so there's like 182 of them now. So where were we with that? So 1's probably here, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much, so just there. I'm gonna get that semi into position. And then I'm gonna turn this on, which is like snap to. So we have center, we have set the edge. We have this stuff on as well. So now that that's on, I think I actually turned everything off before. So I need this. The out of I need this out of there, I think, because I need to turn all this stuff off so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Okay, now that this is set to snap, it will like try to grip to this object. So now it's snapped to that, and then we need to take this and then snap that down too. Just like not that way. It gets kind of like funky as well. when I do this, but it's like the best thing. There we go. So now it's just along the edge, and then we're just gonna go do that all the way down without having to have too much issues. And it's also doing this on the other side because it's symmetrical, so it's doing it over there. I don't have to worry about that. I'm just extruding that, dragging it down, making sure it's like flush. Same thing. You can kind of like tell when it's like actually on the edge because it's trying to grip to the back. Like when you see it like fading in and out, it's trying to get to the back of the model there. So yeah, when it's like that, that's it clipping to the back. I just imagine having to do this like 8 times. And this is not even like the worst part of it. This is the easiest part of what I have to do here. Oops, messed that up. For some reason this doesn't feel centered well. I'm guessing this this bump here is technically the center. We might want to adjust to being closer to that. Before it gets out of hand, so just move these like over one. Make sure they're not doing that. Okay, now we can just continue on. I don't know how many bones this is gonna be. I haven't been paying attention. Okay, there we go. Obviously the other thing on the other side is the other pigtail. And it's mirroring what I'm doing on the other side. This is probably like the worst part of like doing this kind of stuff is rigging the hair when it's really long like this and segmented. You don't want it to look too ugly, so you have to put like a bunch of bones in and weight paint that by hand. You can't let it just do it naturally. I probably even will just show you what it looks like if I just let the system itself try to weight paint this, which you know what I'm talking about. It's just what adds the it just tells it what these bones are trying to move on the model. So like this just wants to bend on this line, but it's going to be pretty funky if I let the program do it by itself automatically. You're almost done adding the bones. I don't think I closed the tips of the hair. I'm gonna have to remember to do that. Because these are naturally not sealed, as you can see. That messes things up, I think, until you're finished. There we go. Now that's rigged up. I don't need to do anything else. I just actually need to see what these numbers are. Actually, so this is 182 to 207, which actually I don't think it matters too much because it's just going to tell me. Anyways, what that is. So now we're gonna grab the hair, and then click on that, then parents. Well, hold on, I actually need to turn this into a mesh, because that was still a curve. So if I like undo that and edit this, you see this is still just this curve here. So it's just faking being a material, but it's just this line and we're applying a mesh to it, but now I have to actually convert that to a mesh, so now it actually is, you know, a material that can be messed around with. Or it's just like undo all the way, just make sure nothing got messed up for me showing that. So now that's a mesh, we can parent this to that with automatic weights, and I'll show you what I mean by we can't let it just naturally do that. Over here, and here's all the weights, but we are in the tails at here 200 and something. So if we go to weight paint, 203, that's over here. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Well, I mean, it's not perfect. You have green there, a little bit there, but it's not, it's gonna start getting messed up too, because it's gonna add stuff from the other sides, and we want this to be like perfect. So first thing to do is find where this starts at. It was like 182, right? You can see that because this is the right, because it's pigtail R. Yeah, you can see that. And pigtail L. So this is like the start of this chain of bones. So I'm gonna lock that and just lock everything all the way down. I'm gonna delete everything else. Again, like today's just gonna be tedious. Like we're not gonna be doing anything like too fun. Like again, I did all the like most of the tedious stuff off camera. But we still have some stuff left to do, and then the next episode will probably be in Unity because we're basically done with Blender. Once I rig this and add the blend shapes to the face. Yeah, so 2.7, so that's everything there. Then we gotta go up and add the head. Then delete everything that isn't locked, and then I'm gonna unlock everything. So there's the head and the pigtail bones. I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna select everything, and then clear, remove from all groups. So now all of these are empty, and I can adjust them to be whatever I want them to be. We're just gonna be grabbing the ends of this, and then pushing that to 4. Because what does it start? Okay, 5. Pushing it to there. That's where the bone starts. I'm gonna assign that there. So then we'll go to weight paint. See, that's what that looks like now. I need to turn this off. That's actually getting in the way. There we go. So now that's what that looks like. And then I'm gonna blur this later with the rest of everything else. See, everything else is just empty. I have to do that manually. This is the hyper tedious part. I'm gonna start at the bottom and work my way up to the top. So I'm gonna lock that so I know where the next pigtail is, because that's the right side. We're gonna start on the left side. The first thing I'm gonna do is grab. Okay, this keeps getting away. Grab this and assign that there, and the rest is just going down the line now from here on out. So I'm just gonna select this entire edge, assign it to that. Whoops. And again, this is like very buggy, this slider. I don't know why it does this. I can't even grab it now. Okay, fine, I'll just scroll. I'll assign that, make sure that's assigned. We're just gonna move down, then assign. You can see how this could be mind-numbing to do at long periods of time. Just like click, move over, click, drag, click, click. That again, that's why I only left in this singular one to do. I think I'm gonna, so I can see. I don't need it on right now. And of course, if you make a mistake, you have to go back and erase everything and then start over if you're not paying attention, which might actually happen because I'm talking while I'm doing this. Oh yeah, where the screen looks probably is different from the last time I recorded this too, because I think I like having this over here. Usually this is over here, split in half with this, but I like having that over there. I like this being split up both sides. Let's just assume that goes there, then we can do that. And I've like owned my ability to do this as fast as possible, so we're not gonna be here. Like, this is like a 15-minute job. 15-minute job. Minus me actually creating the bones to begin with. Now I do need to see the bones because I need to make sure I didn't screw up. And in fact I did not. I did it correctly because this is the beginning of the bone set, right? And so this being there is fine. And we can even just check our work by going to weight paint. And now you can see this is strip. It won't look like that forever, but I'm just using the arrow keys to... Oh, we missed one here somehow. Yeah, which one is that? How did I miss that? Did I forget to do that? So which one is... So this is here. This one has nothing. And then that one's up there. That line 2, 3. So it's a third one in. It's 1, 2, and then 3. What's this one here? Okay, I think we're good. Now we can do the other side. And then I'm just going to do the opposite, which is to lock the last part of this one so that I know where this starts. Then go back to the bottom, edit that, and armature off for now. Lock that, assign that, and now we just, again, systematically just go up the chain. That right, so we have, yeah, that's the beginning, that's 6, 5, and then 4, yeah. Sign that, sign that, go. Take too long. Like I said, this is like a at most 15-minute job, depending on how fast you're going. Again, I've like streamlined this as much as I can possibly do. If there's any way to streamline it even faster, I would try to figure out how to do that. And that seems to be good. Let's go ahead and check our weight pace here. Okay, we seem to be good. So we're going to start at the head here. So I'm going to tab out and then tab back in on the head. Then we go to smooth. Set that to 1 and this to 5, so that smooths its way out. Then I'm gonna tap out again, click on this, then you go back in, because it's like buggy. Like when you want to smooth something and you start it on a different part of the object, it will not apply it to what you're clicking on and jump to whatever you started looking at that. So you have to like click on this and then go weight paint, then smooth. And then you can modify it now because this needs to be lower because I want to see some green here. So now this will always be 1 and 3. And then we can come over here with the arrow keys, go down, and then smooth. And And then we're just gonna go back and forth doing that. Again, like, I've streamlined this as much as possible. And this being over here also is part of the streamlining process, because it means I can just drag my mouse over there. We just get this triangle of movement. Then once this is done, we're basically done with the hair. Yeah, just imagine me doing this 8 times. And that's how that was off camera. Which is again why I did this off camera to begin with. I mean, this shouldn't be locked, but it doesn't matter, it still seems to be fine. I forget what I want to do with the arms, because I keep like moving the bones around in the arms to see if I want the bend to be in a specific spot, but I don't think anyway's going to be too good. I think a lot of that has to do with if the hands are really moving too much. Which they shouldn't be, but and that's something we'll have to see when we get to Unity, because I don't know if I'm going to make this like I usually do, or I'm going to actually get poses to work finally, so I'm just going to check everything is correct. So that one is slightly yellow. This looks like this is brighter than it. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, that's all done. All the weight has been finished in this. I need to change this back to stick so it doesn't look too crazy. So now, when we look at that and we go to pose, I might even add some, what you call it, like fix this. You guys can bend this now how we want. Clear all that. That hair is done. Turn all that back on. Yeah, that's done. I technically need to do the front. How many? Which this one doesn't matter too much. Yeah, lines. That's a lot of lines. I'm probably just gonna put like a bone here. Bone here and like bone there maybe? Like just 2 bones, this doesn't need a lot. I don't think I want this to be moving around soon. Do we actually want this to have more give, like up to here? Like bone, bone. To this line, that actually works in doubles. I think I'll do that. So I will take... Let's edit that. I'm gonna grab one of these bones, it doesn't really matter which one. That one, I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna kill the symmetry, if I can. I might not be able to, actually. Do that. Okay, there we go, yeah. I was able to get rid of it. We still have snap turned on. I need to know which way the stick is facing, so I do that. Pull it down. I need this head bone to be out of the way. I can't see, so I'm gonna hide that. I didn't delete it, I just hid it. Where do I want this to start? Like here? Yeah, that's fine. Let me just do that twice. Or to like too deep every time. We don't need nothing too crazy here. I gotta remember to, again, like close these ends off because it's not closed. The like animated outline doesn't play nicely with open ends like that. Okay, that's all we gotta do for that. Oh, I needed to change this thing's name. Shoot. Was there an easy way to do that? I don't remember. I might have to redo this. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I'll just do it again. Oh, that was dangerous. I keep forgetting I can't. Certain keys I can't press. Okay, so this is the bang. Sure, just call it bang. Because they need to be named properly, so this needs to like bang 001, which is why I deleted the other ones and started over. There. Then I need to make sure that this is working right. So I'm gonna take that and grab the head, move it. So yeah, the hair is attached to the head, so the head moves, the hair moves with it. Now we do that, and then parents automatically waits. What is this? I have to undo that. This isn't a mesh, I have to convert this to a mesh. Now we can do that. That's why that was so quick, because I didn't do that right. Is the bang, so there it is. Bang 2, 4. That's probably fine. We need the head. Complete all unlocks, then unlock everything. It's gonna select everything. Remove from all groups, and then for the head, gotta get in there and find the beginning. There we go. And I'm just gonna push that forward till we get about there. Yeah, and sign that. And then because we don't really need too much ahead time, we can just do this. That is the bottom. Right, yeah, it's up to there and then everything in front of it. So you are these two. Then we just keep doing that until we get to the end. This is these two. This is these two. And then this is these two. And then we can just smooth it out. Let's start with the head. Smooth. And that gets a 5. Then again, I gotta back out if I want to start doing these ones. Because you can't edit this without it freaking out. You are 3. That's giving it too much leeway probably, but I'm fine. I can just like make this really strict. There we go. Now let's go ahead and go to pose. No, no, stop that. Pose. Just to see how this looks. I just don't want it to be too crunchy. It does feel weird how it's moving. That's too much leeway on the top, but I think it'll probably be okay. I'm not gonna have this moving too much. I might even not let it go that deep. I might pick like a earlier thing, an earlier bone. That's just something I'll have to think about later. Get all that. Okay, so hair's done. So again, like I said, I don't know if I want to remove this, because it's just a sphere. I don't know if I want to get in like a proper, like, hair, like the rest of it. That's still something I've been debating on. That won't take too long and I wouldn't have to do much, but let's just make our way through the actual rigging process first, and then we can care about that later. But all the other stuff is like easy. I don't know if I've done this yet. So like just click that and that, click on the bone, automatic, click on this. Wish I could get up to the top faster. Lock the head, delete everything, go into here, object, just select everything, assign, and now that's good. I don't have to do anything else. This thing, same thing. Just find the head, lock it, or delete unlocked, go that, edit, select, make sure you select everything. Oh, this is still mirrored. Whoops, is this mirrored too? No, this is mirrored though. I shouldn't have done that. Let me apply that before the armature. Okay, now we can edit this. And select everything, assign it. So now when I go over here, you can see that they're moving with the head bone now. Just gonna do the same thing for this. Oh, I'm still in pose mode. Are you a... You're still a curve. This needs to be converted to mesh. Then we're gonna go ahead and parent you. Automatic. I probably should just do empty and then type in the word head. But I don't know if that's like faster or lazier. Well, is it, if that's more work or if it's lazier is what I mean. Attached. These will also need to be attached too. Like at least this part is like really easy. Also, is this mirrored? Of course I forgot to do this again. I don't think it matters though. Head. Delete all unlocked. Edit that. Sign it. And now all of that is moving with the head bone now. I'll attach this to the head bone for now. Even if I might get rid of it later. Anything else of the random stuff that's supposed to be attached to the head? No. I mean, obviously the face, which is awesome. The face, I might need to like attach all this stuff down though, and to use it for the blend shapes. So activating the render again. So next, I need to make these go down. Are you mirrored right now? You are mirrored. If I make these, this probably should be there. Apply that, apply that. Same thing. This needs to be applied first. That, and that, and we're going to join that with the face, the head, then the eyes as well. Those aren't mirrored, those aren't, this is still mirrored. Alright, so now this whole object is one piece, and doing that just reminded me, that will snap off first for starters, reminded me that I need to do the tongue and teeth. Okay, so this is all connected now into one piece. And I can just go ahead and add that to the bones. I should have added like not blemishes with vertices that pick things apart, like the eyelashes, the line above the eye, the eyebrows. Now, why did I not change back to sticks? There we go. When we move the head around, we should have no access to the head. Like the whole head's moving now. Of course, it's like 2 frames a second because of all the textures. These are all 2K textures. The amount of vertices here on the head, but when it's actually in the model program, it's not like it doesn't do that. This is just Blender / my computer. My computer is a potato. It is very old and very weak. It's a miracle I can even do stuff like this. I would use the teeth. Now I think I want to go with something different. I haven't tried to make them like this before. I could just take some teeth from an old model that I have, but I'm going to do something like this first and see how I like that. So I just made a circle. Move that over and mirror that. Then make this image. Two skeletons on the maybe flatten this down. Or using proportional editing there. That. Not having gums is a problem, so we're gonna have to add that at some point too, I think, just to make it not look weird. Or we could like fill this in. I think maybe scaled out. Okay, that's making a weird shape. Median points? Is that why I wasn't set to median? So we can like round this out. How much influence that has. I'm kind of okay with that. Do that again. Duping that and dragging it to the side. But then we're going to maybe move it up a bit because we want these to be the side and grab everything like closer. Another overlapping, but I kind of want them to overlap, but might have to read this. So let me actually do that. So I'm gonna delete that. I think we need this. What did I do that for? Need this to be pulled out a bit. They want that to be flatter, which is actually going a pretty long way. Then just increasing the height of that, just in case. Just make that more. Because it doesn't matter if gums are being applied to this, it won't be. Doesn't matter how high this is. So that's good. Now we can dupe that, drag it over, and scooch up. Like we're not going for like pure anime, which is just a block. We are going to try to do something else. So now, what I wanted to do, we might need to flatten these out too. Let me just see how I feel about that. Actually, not bad at all. This, though, is what I really want to do, which is have almost like Soon. Have a Soon points here. I just wanted these to be like very pronounced, even though it's like vampiric. Then past this point, it's when it starts bending around, and that part doesn't matter at all. So we're gonna take this and try and bend it. I think I can even do it. So connected only, sphere. That's not really doing it the way I would like it to. Smooth creates not a good. We have to do that. Smooth creates that. Sharp creates kind of the shape I want. But the problem is this doesn't move correctly with that. The bottom is not bending nicely. This is freaking out. I guess I technically could no. I take this, delete it, keep this, drag it over. And then maybe like try to get half of it. Do I just need to grab half? Or not half, like decent amount? Maybe one less, like that. Then look at it from above. And then try to bend this around. Yeah, that's working, except for the fact that that piece is a bit messed up, but I can live with that. And I don't want this to be bent too much. It just wants to be like a nice bend. The only problem is that this is weird. But you can probably just do that manually, right? How did I miss? Oh, because it's not on this right now. And just pull that back. This is not really going to work, but I mean, that's good enough. Now that you can tell that's being moved back like that. Now we go ahead. Connect only. I think I was on smooth. Yeah, I was on smooth. Bend that down. Over here, I'm just gonna do heavy turning at that point. But I kind of need to straighten this out. So we're going to scale this on the Y to 0, so that flattens it out. I'm going to scale it. I'm like, wait, hold on, what happens to the... Did I move this instead of... And it doesn't matter, I can just drag that over. I'm going to scale it out. Maybe like flatten this on the X, so scale on the X 0. Probably should have done both sides at the same time, but that's fine. Now we're just getting really messy, but I don't really care about the back teeth. And now I'm gonna spin this. So I guess I did kind of mess this up because this isn't gonna be the right curve anymore. So that kind of worked out anyway. I mean, it didn't need to be curved, and honestly, like, this doesn't look too good anyways. I should have just, like, bent everything. Also, can you get out of the way? There we go. It's kind of hard to see. I should have just, like, bent this, like, individually, like, taking this and then done that. I might still do that, actually. Yeah, scale this on the Y. Just, like, reset all that nonsense. You just flatten this back out. Okay, take this. Bend it just a bit. Pull it back. Same thing, just bend it just a bit. Oh, the tip of this is messed up too. Scale this on the Y. And then do that. And then we can take this and just do that. And I don't really care about this looking nice, like this back part. Need this to be smooth or sharp. I need it to be like rounded. I'm looking for round. Just move that up. I might even take this and move this down. Touching that better. Same thing with this one. I could live with this. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually the main thing, so fill these in. Go. Let me guess, they're backwards. They actually don't know what they want. They're both. There we go. So this is the front of the face. Like blue means front, red means back. I don't think this, I should have bent this. This is gonna create like weird shaping. Oops. So that's straightened out again, and then we can just bend that. Not bend it, rotate it to be in place. These be like in front. Maybe just keep moving them like slightly forward of each other. It seems like that. Okay, now are you facing the right way? Yep. What does this look like? Solidify and then punching this all in. I think we actually want this to be pretty far. Teeth usually are like pretty thick for whatever reason for anime. It's something like a 50. Thing is, this isn't smooth, so they're gonna look freaky. They're not gonna have like nice shading to them. If I do this, I don't really care about the shading too much, but what if I just give them a little bit of extra there? There we go. It's going to create a sharp point, which it loves that, so. Save. I think I'm okay with that. Let me just apply this. Apply this to the solidify as well. Probably just gonna be just that, but maybe we can apply the. Oh, it's like, where the heck is the hair? Maybe we can apply the shader that I have here, which is this and that. I'll copy that. Then come to the teeth. Remove that, apply this. Plug that in. Change this to pure white. You can maybe have it go down into the yellow if you want to make it more realistic. Teeth aren't, despite popular belief, are not supposed to be pearlescent white. They're gonna like drop it just a tad. Like you can't even tell the difference between this and white. And let's just turn this on. Back, and then we could change this to copy this color and then just bring it down. Probably give it more color than that. I don't know how I want to make the gums for this if I'm even going to do that. I typically don't do that. I just have teeth, a block of teeth in there, and that's it. But maybe I actually want to do something this time around. Maybe make something off of that, or I can just put a blob of pink in there. I don't know. I might just like not care and just put them in there. So we need to do that. This should have already set the origin. I know, close enough. Now that we've done that, let me do this preemptively. I'm going to create a group. Selective thing, assign it to that group, and this is going to be top teeth. So when I'm doing blend shapes later, I can know what's what. So I'm going to take this, duplicate it, rotate it 180. And then I actually might change this a bit. This will be bottom teeth. So we have top teeth and bottom teeth. This, though, however, we are going to in there. Hope that the X works properly. We're going to take that. Take that and bend these down. What am I using right now? Smooth? Smooth is what I was using before. Might be better just to copy that, but I don't know. Should have done this before solidifying it, honestly. Did it out of order, but can't be helped. We have like little nubs on this. Like you kind of want this to be just those. So it looks weird now, but I don't think it really matters when you actually get into it. We're not going to be seeing these things. So now, break this down. I might have to increase their size though. Like the height of them, they might not be high enough. Too much stuff. Where's this staff at? slightly clipping outside of the mouth. Would they be even smaller? As I was saying, like, I feel like they need to be taller. Let me see if I edit it, what does that look like? Grab everything and scale it on the Z. Probably fine. They're not really messing up the centering at all. I can maybe even like close the mouth a bit. By close the mouth, I mean make the inside of the mouth smaller. Scale this on the X. Well, that's turned off. But I probably won't like live with that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. This probably is. Do I have inside mouth? I do, and it's just like a really dark color. I mean, it was a circle, so it's gonna be circle 1 and circle 2. Okay, here they are. Thing is, though, does it really matter that I name these just because they will be joined with the face? We'll be joining them, and then we would come over here. Edit, select everything, including the teeth. Now and just apply that to the head. So you can just add something to an object, put it into the bone like that. You don't have to do any weight paints. Or not weight paints, any like weighting or anything. You can just go straight into it. They see like the teeth are being moved because they would be sitting right here in the open if they weren't there. The tongue, usually just grab I'm just lazy and just grab like a sphere and then turn into, I just squish it around until it looks like a tongue, but I think I'm actually just going to do a circle as well for this. Or should it be a square? No, it needs to be cube. I haven't done a cube one in a long time. Scale this on the Y and the Z. What did I press? I pressed something wrong. Oh, okay, now everything's just like goofing up. Yes, I think I somehow pressed the Windows key while I was doing that. Scale on the Y and the Z. To do something like that. Then bevel. Add the inside so we get the tongue, roundness. I can look at that. I'm gonna probably end up flattening that area. So whatever happens in the back doesn't matter too much. I'll be just fixing that. I'm just like messing around right now. I'm gonna grab that and scale on the Y to 0 so it's flat. This is still going to be bent, but that's fine. Actually, if I do this, scale that on the Y. Just make sure it's not clipping that. That actually gives me a flat area, which means everything on the inside will be flat. If I do this and like cut it into pieces. I'm just gonna select everything and scale it on the Z again, probably. And that makes this like really thin. So this doesn't look great. And I was just trying to see what this would look like. Because these edges, okay, I know what happens. I know why it doesn't look too good. Scale Y, scale Z a bit. That needs to be turned off. Scale Z. Hello, scale Z. I need to start with the edges. Like I need to just do this. Then, if I mess that up, I don't know. Like I know I could just like make something really easy, but I'm just like trying to make it the hard way. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll just make a circle. No. I mean, I could just use that as well, but let's try circle before we start resorting to that. And I'm basically just making a sphere. Like this is just what the sphere would have looked like if I chose to use the sphere. Whoops. Fine. Sure. Again, the sphere would have done the exact same thing as what I just did here. These edges are pretty sharp. I mean, it doesn't have much faces, but it's not going to be moving around at all. That's the thing. Like, if I want the tongue to do anything crazy, this is not the shape. I need an actual box that looks like this, but with more like faces on the inside. But we'll come to that when we need to. I'm fine with this. Flipping out the back. That's fine, I don't care about that. Oh, it added sharps. I was wondering why it looked so sharp. Look at those sharps. They want to look more rounded. I don't know why that happens. I guess because I smoothed sharped. Just like decreasing that. Maybe I even decrease it this way. That's more snug in there. And that going out the back, I don't care. My problem is if you're able to see underneath the bottom of the teeth. And see that you can see the tongue. Again, that's for future. Do that. Join. Wait, probably undo that first. Sign that, so again, we know that we can grab that in the future. Join these. Select everything again, sign it to the head. But now, like what I'm doing with these things, so I can click select, and now I can just have that to play around with, or the bottom teeth, or the tongue. So I can select those individually without having to fumble around with getting through the head. Just to make sure that the tongue is moving, yep, because we would have seen it floating in the air if it wasn't. It's already been an hour. Still got so much to do. But I couldn't hold off procrastinating on doing this stream. We still gotta what? Do like 3 videos, the Ring Fit, the Duolingo, the Daily Win, then we gotta do the Reactions After Dark as well. But we're still probably gonna be here for a few hours. Okay, so all of the head is done for now. The next thing needs to be the body, because the body is going to set the precedent for all of the other parts. So the hips, I need to mess around with this. You are the hip bone. I have it starting there, but this will cause issues. Chest bone being high, or the spine bone, whatever being high for this doesn't matter too much because I don't have any, I'm adding physics to this at some point. These are supposed to be metal, right? So if that's metal, it doesn't need the physics. I'm just like moving this up so this has less influence on where the waist is, because the skirt here, I think I'm just gonna have all connected to the waist. Also, I needed to change these because I don't like these, and I think they're not big enough, and I'm probably just gonna make them like custom. I think these look ugly right now, so I need to redo these as well. But before I forget to do that, let me just do it now. I could just like grab this, or grab one of these, which I might do. Is this, if this is rotated on that, so if I do that and remove this, yeah, it's flat, so we can edit that, and it's like this. These are 2 separate pieces inside this model. Delete all those, and now we just have the flat object. Because then, not only do I need to do that, we turn this on and look at Castlin. These are doubled up. I'm not going to have them connecting to this because I can't be bothered, but this is doubled, so I need to extend this out another little bit. I just don't know if I want it to be like this or not too. I extrude that out. Down. Down. That's probably okay, right? Because I can just take that, pull it up, then bevel it down. Then we have some roundness to it now, because now that's a rounded out. Only problem is I have to bake this again, which I can't do on camera. It's too much resources to bake something. But now we have this doubled up now. What does the UV for this look like? Like that. I think the UV for this is just one piece, so maybe if I just unwrap everything that isn't center here. I need just the gem, so I need to see where the gem stops. Okay, there. So everything else needs to be screwed up. There. Invert that. And then unwrap that, except it's not going to unwrap right, is it? This shape. Let's see, take you, mark seam on that. That's mark seam there. Maybe mark seam there. That. Now unwrap that. I have this weird stuff going on. Why is there just that's probably wait, no, what is that actually? Like, why is this there? I have no clue what that is. Oh, it's the bottom of that. I just couldn't see the shape. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. But just what does that look like? Hard to tell because of the shading. Yeah, because the texture is just one big piece, I think that's okay, and I don't really need to care. We do need to add like a outline here though. This needs an outline. I want to go one deeper now. That is kind of close to the edge. We need to go here and assign that. Now there's a black line there. Not that that can be seen because of the black shadows. I do have these pretty high, but I feel like that's too much. Like, that black line's doing too much. I can leave it there for now, though. I can actually just change that in Unity if it comes to it. Because now I have this. Though, actually, let me take this. Pull this down a bit. I'm just gonna straight up kill these. Orb metal, orb blue, orb fronts metal. Maybe this can just be orb metal, right? And hopefully still be fine. Yep. I'm deleting those. Just trying to get this to be nice. Play nice with this is going to be a problem. I do have like multiple ideas. First, we're going to snap this, but second, I'm going to take that and create a vertex group called that's vertex. Shrink wrap vertex. Assign what I've just grabbed to that. First off, we are going to try to get this positioned right. So we're gonna bend that, get it in there, turn snap on, probably face. I don't know, face nearest? On rotation to target. Face project. Grabbed onto that, like here. Rotation? Line rotation? Does that change anything? It does, thank you. I need this to not be so close, though. The snapping is good, but it's just... Why did it let me pull that out? What the heck? That's weird. I'm surprised it let me pull that away. What did I change? Oh, no, I didn't change anything. That's weird. Maybe it's just because of the way I'm looking. Anyways, this needs to be like down here. Like, that's probably okay. Then again, like, it needs to be the tail. Tail, where are you? Is this already rigged? I think I rigged this already. Oof. Yeah, this has already been rigged. Out. Pulling it away from that. And now I'm going to... Also, why am I doing this here? I shouldn't have been doing it there. Add a shrink wrap. Which I haven't done this before, but let's see how this works. Above surface. Let's go on surface. Target. I think I want to go negative. I want to go into the surface slightly. And then that. Okay, so now that actively pulled the vertices into the object, but it kind of freaked out doing that. I see it's like attached to it now. Only problem is the fact that it's three-dimensional. Like, it's way too 3D. Like, maybe the... no, that's... I can't do that. But like, maybe if I did this, but that wouldn't work, right? Like, that could be fine, but then like... Go. And how are we over here? Yeah, that's acting weird, I think, because of this. Everyone, I can see what I'm doing. Like, we want to like kill these faces up to there, then assign this to that, and then see what happens when I turn this back on. Because now just the edge is out, and you just like move it down until it's okay, like good enough. Just like the fact that the whole thing isn't being warped is a problem. But at least this is like a perfect circle. Hello? How did that do that? I guess because they just got moved down weirdly. Oh, because snap is still turned on, that's why. I might even like increase the size of this. That's being too sticky for some reason. Sticky. This needs to be turned, maybe. Just keep making it slightly bigger. And that's like, again, really close to that. It live with that. I'm just gonna tilt that a little bit further, that side. Yep, that's good. Now we're gonna apply that, I feel like. No, we're not gonna apply that. We are going to mirror this. I think maybe after the shrink wrap. And then I'm going to duplicate. This has to be changed. I'm going to duplicate that. And just get it to be this. Get it pretty close to the bottom. Squeeze that in. This one got pretty close to the bottom. It's not that further, or that closer, but still. Just gonna move this a bit more towards the middle. Yeah, that's okay. There we go. Now let me see what that looks like. And this being stretched is a bit of a problem because that needs to be UV'd. But oh well. So I will apply that. And make sure that didn't go through. The same thing. Just take this, fill that in, invert it because I don't want to change that, and then unwrap that stuff. It's doing something weird. I don't like that, but what can you do? It probably actually is beneficial. Like that. Invert. Wrap. This doesn't look bad. You can actually see it's the proper color. It's just like it looks a bit weird, but I prefer it like this, I think. Even though these things aren't supposed to be all, I mean, this is really extended, hyper extended out, but the metal parts aren't. But again, I'm not making it perfectly the same. Looks like these aren't the same either, right? I just put them down there. I don't have them attached to this. It's not 100% the same. It's not 1-to-1 by design. Okay, so that's that. Thing was that the hip bone needs to be like a specific size because I'm going to take all of this stuff and attach it to just the hips themselves, which could have some issues, but what can you do? I might even like lift all this stuff up, I'm not sure. Now let's just apply. Do I need to do anything with that now? Because if I move this up, it's actually going to screw up the tail, but not really. I don't know. Like if I move this and then maybe like in, might still be okay. Only problem is like this is peeking out of that now. Not that that should be moving. And if I like need more room to move this stuff around, like if I want to move all this stuff upwards. Like just a bit, like moving this up. But I don't know what it looks like down there, and that exposes this shirt. Yeah, I'm not good at that. We'll just hope for the best. So I'm just gonna go ahead and select all this stuff. So this, and that, question mark. And the tail's already. Attach the armature, I think. Maybe no, I definitely did that. One of the tedious things to do. Because it's the same thing as the hair. Had to make each little thing along the cuts, then go in and add the weights myself and then smooth them out. So all this, then apply that to this. That's doing each individual one. Now, here, and find the hips. And that, this is all solid material, so it shouldn't be bending, so I'm not gonna let it bend. Problem though is clipping, like that's what I'm worried about. Like that's why I was trying to do all that stuff, because this is gonna possibly start clipping. Does this have modifiers? No, I'm sure. So we did that one, I think. And you, and now we need to do you. These main pieces are done, so it's just these orbs, and the one behind. Even though I should have done the body first, but oh well. Whoops. Hips. Okay, is that everything? I mean, the hips don't really do anything, but yeah, that also just proved to me that the tail is in fact connected. Already, I did that off camera. Thing is though, is this bone attached to the hips? Yeah, I think it is. You see this line, dotted line here is going into that. Though that's the spine. Why are you going to the spine? Hello, excuse you? Okay, there we go. Like you should be attached to the hips, not the spine. I might even, again, like increase these. I'm really trying to bully the spine here, and how much leeway it's being allowed to have. Legs could end up being a problem. Doing. Put them pretty low and just pray for the best. Okay, so I'm going to take this and hide this real quick so I can see the body. Anything in the way? Okay, no, I don't think there is. Well, outside of this thing. This is going to be a problem for the body. I might have to smooth some things out. Let me just get rid of everything that doesn't belong here. So starting with the tail. Got the side at the bottom. I always forget which way it should be. Yeah, you start at the bottom and then everything above it will be deleted when you click delete. It's getting ready to get rid of anything that shouldn't be here. That's just in the way. Yes. Maybe like 200. Technically 400 because it's 200 both sides. So 400 pigtails. Delete. Pigtail bones. Chill now. I mean, I just look away for a while, so hopefully I didn't delete anything that didn't need to be deleted. Oof, my hand. Having to click so many times. Okay. Okay, we still need the left ones as well. This should be all of the main bones of the body, yeah. I need to see how it decided to weight this. Okay, so to there. How much leeway did the shirt? I see the tail got in the way of this and it's not good either, it does not look good. I need to smooth this out maybe. I need to like smear this. I don't know what's going on here. Like, why did that get so messed up? I'm guessing it's just because of the tail, but I can't do anything about that. Yeah, like this is heavily more colored than this. Even like way over here, which is not great. Yeah, that's just how that's supposed to look over there. Like even here. That's probably fine. There's some yellow in here that's not on the other side. Whoops. I just gotta hope this is okay. Tail like ruined everything. Okay, so we got all of that concentrated there. Spine, you are there. Chest, of course, is up there. The shoulder. Shoulder is good. And the upper arm. Upper arm is doing something I always hate. I never know where to place this thing. And it's going into here, so when I bend this arm, it's gonna push this back. So I just show that right now. Like if I bend the arm, you can see this is being pulled in. I always hate that. I think it has a lot of it has to do with how the model's made, because I just use the same base model that I always use. Like maybe this needs to be changed, but like I keep pushing this forward, and yet still here we are with this being still not far enough to cause that to stop doing that. Where's it bending right now too? I'd argue this bend is actually perfect up here. It's just that it's doing so much damage there, and it's kind of hard to fix that because you have to weight paint it out, and it doesn't like play well with itself. Like come over here, let's see, just no weight. X is already turned on, but oh, where's that here? Symmetry's turned on. Mirror vertex groups. If I do that, then like try to paint this away. I mean, it's even on the chest. That's how much damage this is doing. Like, how did you get so much damage? How did you get so far? You can see I did that. Now it's mirroring this to the other shoulder as well, what I'm doing. The problem is, last time I tried to do this, it looked like trash on the other side. This is upper arm L. We need upper arm right. And no, actually, it's perfect this time around. I don't know why it's actually not an issue. Okay, never mind. Of course, because I'm live streaming, recording this, it's like, oh yeah, it's going to screw me over and not mess up. It's going to make me a liar. Just gotta make sure you get this like right. You don't want to mess the top up too much. Let's smooth that out. I need to smooth it on its own here. So that gets pushed back, so we can push this whole section back. I can have a little bit of sway just because it's not gonna be perfect, but it just needs to not be too bad. Okay. Right side. Don't fail me, please. Okay, good. That looks probably the same as the other side. Yeah, this is even doing that weird thing there. Just do that. Like, it makes me, like, it forces me to, like, want to spread it out. Okay, so, shoulder, how much do we leave? Okay, you have a lot of punch, so I don't have to be worried about you. Alright, arm. Don't look crusty, please. It's crunching here, but that's okay. As long as it doesn't move the body too much. Like, I just want this to not curve. This bending is, like, acceptable. Like, it just starts dying when it gets too far in, but that's okay. We can maybe like try to smooth that out, but I don't have any complaints with that right now. Okay, body's done. Oh, actually, it's not done. I need to look at the legs. How much are they moving? If they're moving too much, they're controlling things that don't need to be moved. We need the upper leg. Yeah, it's encroaching on the hips area. I don't know why. I moved them so far down to try to stop that from happening. And yet here we are. me just see. How much damage is this going to do in the grand scheme of things? Like the legs will never move like this. I mean, it really screws that up. They should never be moving that way. I just like screw that up a lot. Like they really sink into themselves. I did not like them being placed here. Yeah, like this is just getting deflated. It's because it has like a lot of control over this area. Like usually they'd be moved like that, or maybe like that, but usually no further than that. Then maybe in, out a bit, which does cause that to move a bit too much. I really wanna try to fight against that. The problem is like trying to... Okay, let me look at the hips. Hips have a lot of leeway. I don't have to be worried about anything screwing up if I delete too much. So, assuming that this doesn't look ugly, I will try and push this down. As hard as that is to do. Just hope that it's doing the same thing to the other side. Okay, yeah, there's too much stuff in there. That's like not good. Like I can't see in there. Maybe a problem. I can't cut this in half either. Oh, maybe I could. I could like hide half of the body, and that would actually make this much easier to do. I think. Oh, this actually helps a lot. I always forget that this messes up like this. And like clips into itself. Like I think this is a mistake in the geometry, or maybe it's just the two sides clipping through each other. Maybe it's actually okay. So that should be fine. Let me... Well, let's hope everything's good. No whammies? No whammy? Okay. Good. It's actually cooperating for once in its life. So now we need to blur this down. I don't know why it's making that weird shape. Oh, because this is sliced here. I forgot. This is only going to go so far. This I can. So that might mess things up a bit. Do the hips have control of here? Yeah, they do. I am making them go a bit too high, but we'll just hope that's not a problem. Especially there, because that could end up doing some damage. Alright, left or right side, are you good? Yes. We significantly lowered the control of that. So what is it? How ugly is this now? And now it's like pushing in. I mean, the hips, I mean, you have bones here that wouldn't move. but it's a bit too much, so you know, the butt's not moving as intended, kind of. This isn't controlling that. It's just like it does too much there. I guess I need a little bit more height. Like they need a bit more pushed up. Like I can accept that. Like I can accept like trying to blur this up higher. I kind of don't want the but getting too much movement there, but that doesn't really matter too much. We're gonna have like some of that. It's the slightest of movement. Right side, are you doing good? Yep. Of course, like I always have issues with that, not point painting properly to the other side, but of course, when I'm doing it live, it works perfectly fine. I said it has more leeway on the body there. I mean, that's not really going to be seen, but I just wanted to make sure that the legs wouldn't move this in a way that would cause the... let's Alt-H. H? Oh. That wouldn't cause this to look funny. Okay, so I feel like everything there is fine. The hands I don't really care about. They don't need anything. This should all be fine. Like, we'll look at it anyways just to make sure, but any of this should just, like, yeah, should just be working fine. It's always just the crease of the arm here and the legs. So now, let's, I mean, I'm gonna have to look this up because I always forget, like, the exact technique. Like, the exact settings, so I think I'm gonna have to tab out and look up the settings. I should have done this before I started streaming, but I forgot to do it. Find this real quick. This one, I think it is. Just give me a second to find these exact settings. Not going to take too much. Well, actually, maybe it will, because I can't see. So we need to transfer the weight of the body here to the everything else that's around it. Nearest that. Okay, so it's just nearest interpolated, whatever. 5. Okay, so let's start with the shirt first. Is this already solidified? No. And then we don't want to solidify these either. We want to save them until after they've gotten their weights. I forget what it is. You select that, then the piece that you want to edit. Right, and then let me apply this to this first though. So parents with automatic weights. I'm going to delete all these weights and then click this, then weight paints, then weights, transfer weights. nearest... is it face interpolated? Yeah, nearest face interpolation. This needs to be 5. Then by name, all layers, and then now it has all the layers being pulled into it. So then we go to hips. You can see that's trying to copy the hips, the spine, chest, the neck. The shoulder though, or the arm is like what really matters. This might be pretty difficult for it, considering what I just did. But now that should mean that if I go over here and move this, it's slightly moving just like the arm. And that's like perfect. I mean, the crunch on the arm here is fine, but let's actually see what it looks like. Turn the rendering on. Let's give it a second. It's just crunchy because there's not a lot of faces there, but you can't really help that. And then we're just going to do the same thing to this. We're going to parent with automatic weights. I'm going to delete those weights. Body, select that, all the weight paints, transfer weights. It should already be all set up, interpolated to 5 meters, and then all that stuff should be applied. And then we just go ahead and come over here again and pose and see what it looks like. Yep. Though I hadn't got to figure out what this would look like. I mean, it's fine. So that's done, that's done, that's done. This neck, however, I feel like isn't something that can be easily done. It needs to be like attached to the shoulders and everything else. What is it? How much leeway is this neck getting? I think it might be getting too much leeway, and I didn't even think about that. That's fine. So I need this to not be attached to that, the neck. Let's see what happens when I transfer weights, but get rid of the neck. It might not work just because this is so abnormal. The tips of these aren't being highlighted. That's a big problem. The neck is applying itself to that instead. I wonder if I kept... Let's like roll back. Keep everything. Like, except the, like, remove everything except the neck. Edit it. Oh, whoops, that was like majorly the wrong thing to do. Okay, now take the neck from that, delete everything. Select the thing, remove it so we just have an empty neck. Then we can transfer. This is still locked. Let me just make sure. Okay, no, it still got added even though it's locked. That means this is still messed up. Yeah. Like, I like this being split like that. The chest is doing. Let's get the chest, shoulder, and shoulder. Get rid of the neck. We can just like blur this probably, right? Blur that down. Blur this so it goes to this app. Doesn't matter too much, we just need the shoulders doing their job. That do it for the other side as well. It did not, I don't know why it didn't. Oh, because I didn't have... Let's roll this back and see if I turn on X, will it actually cooperate. Do that. And this. Show me this side. Yep. Because it wants in its lifetime, it actually wants to work the way it's meant to be worked. It's just like, this is going to be pretty awkward for the body, I think. Shoulders move. I mean, at least that does move, but the shoulder shouldn't be moving in the first place. I'm going to assume that's okay and not have to worry about that for now. I just don't want this having any effect on that cage. Oh, that was it moving through the cage. The cage is solid for whatever reason. I made it solid. Why did I do that? So that actually begs the question, is this actually painted properly? All the way through? Yes? Question mark? It's done. This literally just needs to be the left and right upper arms. Are you mirrored right now? You are mirrored, so apply that. Take this and that. Automatic weights. Then we need to remove anything that isn't the upper arm, lower arm. Try to get through all of these million things. Upper arm right. Upper arm left. Delete everything else. And edit that. Now this is the left side. It's their left, not the left that you see. So assign that there. Put that there. Oops, get rid of that. Why is it? Oh, because for some reason it got set to that. Why did it do that? Then I click on that. pose, turn off X so we can just move just this arm to make sure it's the right side. Yeah, that's being moved. That's being moved. Now this thing I think is going to be possibly hard or possibly not. It's actually probably not that big of a deal because we just need the upper arm, lower arm, and have this blended very well right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Automatic weights. We come in here, we need upper, lower, upper, lower. And nothing else matters. Then show me what that looks like. Why is it not going all the way? That's weird. And the lower arm is that. That's actually pretty nice, if I do say so. It looked that way for the other side. Yes, but for some reason it's punching through. I just noticed that it's whipping into here too. What the heck? So outside of that, it was perfect. And trying to stop that kind of stuff typically isn't easy. This is upper arm, right? I see. For some reason, it's not painting. What is going on with that? That's weird. Hold on, is this backwards? Shouldn't be, right? Oh, it's blue. All these eyes are backwards. I need to fix that. Okay, there we go. But why can't I white paint this is the question. Yeah, it's like nothing's happening. Why is that? Like, I literally don't know why it's not doing anything. Blurring's not doing anything either. Do I have to like save this and turn it off, turn it back on? Just because it's acting funky, I guess I'll save. I'll close Blender. Open it back up since I don't know why it would not let me paint. Alright. Weight paint. Max. Yeah, nothing. It's struggling, so it's trying to do something, but it's just not working. Radius is doing, strength is maxed. What is going on? I literally don't understand. Oh, because it was still mirrored. Whoops. That was the problem. That's why. I didn't realize that was still mirrored. Okay, that's all the problem was. Now we can actually do stuff. So we have 0. Gonna get in there. The thing that does the other side should still be activated though. This is going to be a pain in the butt to try to do. Actually, I shouldn't even waste my time with that. What I should be doing is coming in here, clicking the box, and then doing like something like that. And then, how deep does that go? That go all the way down? Yes, it did. Then remove that from upper arm right, and then upper arm left. We do the same thing. There was like one further, I think it was like there. Upper left, we remove that. We can just do this side again just to make sure. No, remove that. I think it's okay. Let's just assume that's okay. Now for the lower arm, it's basically this, but we need the front of it to be red. Like I can go here, and how far was that going? Maybe there. Like this. Assign that. Yep, that's the left side. That's going to there. Here. I think it's even further than that was there. So now it's like that. Move the other side. That seems to be correct. I think this is going a little bit too far, but we'll see if that actually ends up being an issue right now. Not entirely. I can try to like screw this up as much as possible, but yeah, it doesn't want to. Didn't think so. Yeah, it's fine. This being mirrored is actual save that. Lower arm and that one. We don't need anything else. Now we're gonna apply that. This is the left side. Assign that. This is right. Assign that, so that's done. Same thing with the thing that's on the hand. Just need to assign it to the hand. This is also mirrored. We gotta wait to do that. Parent that. Find either hand on both sides. Hand and hand. Apply the mirror. Edit. Take that, assign, then the right side, assign that. So now it should be okay to, just move this, it'll move the donut, it's just a bracelet thing, but the donut, and the hands will move the circle. Just to make sure the symmetry is correct. This hand moves that. This arm moves that donut. Okay, so what is left? And all the hair back here is actually in there, so I can just like click that and put it in there. But it's literally just this stuff, which is the boots. That's a little bit of work too. Orb, ring, boots themselves, the castle top. That's that picture, and the staff. Staff has to have its own thing. I could just attach it to the hand, but if I want to do any like movement with it, I think I want to attach it to a bone. Maybe I can just attach it to the hand, because I don't know what the heck I'm going to be doing with this stuff. Like, I won't be doing anything with it if I can't figure out pose stuff. So let's go with the boots first. Are you mirrored? You are mirrored, and you're a little bit too close to each other. It's also a problem. Granted, it doesn't matter too much, but it kind of does. Actually, I need to undo that. In this case, the mirror needs to be done before. Beforehand. Okay, so for this we need that, that, and that, and just give me all of this. We don't need the upper legs, but I'll keep them for a second. Okay, we don't need the upper leg, so I'm just going to delete them. Upper leg, because this is just all lower stuff. Or at least it should be. So the issue here is that this might affect the other side. Lower leg, lower leg. It is weaker here? Question mark? But no, it seems like they're not fighting each other. Like, this isn't affecting that side, so never mind. It seems to be okay. Okay, so we're good on that. It just was perfect right off the bat. Sure, I don't really care about not having these just be mirrored by default. It doesn't matter. Take you. Automatic weights. You should be lower leg. So right and left. I clicked upper there. Lower leg, well, yeah, I click upper on both of them. Whoops. Lower and lower. So that's the left side. And that's the right side. Now it's time for that one. This is also lower and lower. And not like that. To be able to see through the object. You're the left side. You are the right side. Then we need you, and that's actually everything but the staff. This one might screw itself up though, because they're touching each other. This also needs to be lower and lower. Actually, select everything and remove it from everything. Move from all groups, and then left side. Select everything that's attached to that. Assign you. Select everything that's attached to that. Assign to you. And that is everything but the staff, like I said. So I think I wanted to be on the hand over here. It's gonna be kind of hard because of how big this is. And the hands just don't extend far enough out. Yeah, I don't think it can actually fit. Where is she holding the staff at? Like, I knew that was probably going to be a problem, but I just didn't even try to stop it from being one. From the very top, which is not going to happen. Why is this not origin to itself? Hello? Staff? Oh, I didn't have it turned on. That. So we can get it into here, but it's not going to quite touch the hand. This needs to get out of the way. Rotate this 90. And try to fit it into the hand, but again, that's probably going to clip through the sleeve. So there's room back here, so it could be nudged forward, but I kind of would prefer it to be up like that. And you can just have the fingers curl around that. Don't have to be perfectly, maybe here. Maybe about there, I think. A little bit. And with that, we take this entire thing, parent with automatic weights, which is going to be wonky. It probably doesn't know what to do. We just find the right hand. Hand to right, there it is. Delete everything but that. Select everything and assign. Let's just make sure, pose, make sure this is off, so that we know that this hand is moving this around. Yep. Not missing anything else. So the way to check if everything is attached to this is to grab the armature itself and then drag it out here. And see if anything got left behind, and there's nothing down there. Also need to remember that I forgot to do something important. In here, back, where did they put me? I don't know why it's not letting me inside the head. Hello? There we go. I did not give this a texture. We need to add a new one. What the heck? How does this keep... There. That can just be a, like a reddish pink. looking pretty down. It doesn't really matter because I'm probably just going to change it in Unity anyways. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, there we go. Make sure that's assigned to that. So now the armature is all done. Why is the camera turned on actually? Now this is all rigged up and perfectly fine. All the textures are baked down as well. We just need to do the blend shapes for the face, which I don't know if I want to do right now. I might just save that for another time, but typically you just have to come here. And this is your base, which that's the base. And then you have your A, E, I, O, and U. Then your blink both, blink right, blink left. Both right, left. Then your expressions if you want to have those. Am I missing something? Yeah, both right, left. Your vowels. And then that's fine. And typically you would have your angry, your sorrow, joy if you want it, happy if you want that as well. Like that's just standard, I think. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh yeah, I just remembered what it is. The looking, so look up, down, left, look right. So yeah, this I can probably just do right now, because this isn't that difficult to do, to care about even. Maybe I did that. So take this and this and that. Let me just come over here. Oh, actually, I was in the right spot. Select. Oops, no. Select what I had. That there. That's only that, right? Yeah. I'm gonna turn this into the eyes. And we're looking up. So just move that up here. Then down. I didn't see how far I looked down, but maybe whatever I want it to be. Just gotta make sure that's not getting too close to the edge. No, it's not even remotely close. I haven't really pushed back. Now left is their left, so you want them to be looking this, whoops, this way. The eyes are so far back. Okay, that's actually clipping there, I see. Which is an issue. We have to do each eye kind of individually. Which is unfortunate, but that's okay. So take this and scooch it forward. Look, it's about there, so what is that? 28? So give me a 25. That's a 38. just do whatever I want with this. I'm not gonna remember this, unfortunately, I think. So that's a problem. Like, I need them to slide alongside the back of that. Do all that. Yeah, because I can't really get too close up. Maybe it's fine. If I do, nope. Do that, and then pull them forward a bit, because they are pretty far back. But yeah, you see this one's getting too close. This one is far away from the front, but the right one is going to get closer the further it goes this way. I didn't expect it to be this annoying, but that's just how it works when you're dealing with that. So let me undo that. Drag it until I see that start to clip. So there. 18, what does 20 look like? It appears to be fine. What does up do? Up actually will kill it, so that's not good. All this room and it just has to just clip, right? Just couldn't help itself from clipping. It is not bent the right way. I mean, I could just fix this a different way. Granted, I would like this not to scoot up like that as well. Like, this is not that hard, and I've created a situation where it's like harder than it needs to be. So we're gonna have the basis, so we can actually edit this without affecting anything. I'm gonna grab this, and I'm just gonna pull it back. So there's even more room to play around with. Oh, that was the last song. Been 2 hours, 2.5 hours at the reset now. I gotta turn the reset on. So look left. The problem with trying to... Also, I hate that I just... It's so annoying. I say the same things over and over again. Like, oh, the problem with doing this, the problem with doing that. That's like probably annoying to hear. Like, I'm getting annoyed that I say it just constantly. Yeah, they kind of need to be pushed forward, but we don't have that luxury right now. So that, and then maybe a little bit backwards a bit. Just to accommodate the right eye. Granted, I didn't see those numbers, so now I have to redo this. So 16, 17 look like. So 18, so 0, 18, and then a 6 here. So 0, 0, 6. So 0, 18, 0, 0, 6. And then the same thing on the right. So pull it that way, and it needs to be 18. And pull it back to 0, 0, 6. There we go. So now, if this looks left, I need to see the damage that this will do. That's normal. I just need to make sure that this isn't coming out of the eye. Yep. And we can just change this to check the other one. Yeah, that's all good. And that's like the easy stuff, just moving the eyes around like that. Okay, so eyes, looking around are done. Blinking is like the most horrendous thing to try to do. The vowels are kind of okay. I mean, this is hard, but not as hard as the blinking, I think. So I've gotten better with simplifying this, like doing both blinks and then cutting them in half for the right and left. Spaces depend on how you actually want that to play out. Just moving these afterwards, because they should be after all the mundane stuff. I end up adding these in the first place. So if we were looking, blinking will do another time, because I think I'm not going to have this video be much longer than this. It's been 2.5 hours, which is actually pretty good, because I'm keeping track of how long I've been working on this, for how much I will charge if I'm gonna put it on my store. One of the times I worked off camera was 30 minutes, so I can round down to 2.5 hours, so that turns that into 3 hours instead of 30 minutes plus this 2.5. So that puts us at, actually don't know, that kind of 8? Yeah, I think that's 28. I've been working this for 28 hours altogether, I think. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Yep, 28. I have it all listed out and like what hour happened in what day. So we're up to 28 hours, which I think I'm going to do 2 times. So $2 an hour, which I know it sounds like a lot, and it sounds like not anything at all, because obviously minimum wage is like so much more than $2 an hour, but I mean, you're not going to get anyone to really pay for 3D models or anything like that, or at least someone like me is not going to have anyone pay a lot for them. So currently it's at $2, and I think if there's a possibility to have it on sale at the beginning, I probably will even have it on sale. So by default, it's going to be $2 times the amount of hours I took to work on it. So we're getting up there, which again is a problem. Like already, even at $2 an hour, we're already at like $56 for how much I might sell this for. Again, like we're getting up there. I think we're just gonna end there for now, even though the blend shapes possibly won't take too long, unless I start adding a bunch of stuff. Maybe I'll think about other things I can add here, but I think I want to end already. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers, or think about becoming a member, or subscribe if you haven't subscribed, so we're going to watch time and subscribers, and if we're with them now as well. And shout out to the members, EmmyStarr and RaleyDrew. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment. As I do. See ya.